Republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The time being 6 p.m., I call this meeting of the City of Brockton License Commission to order. My name is John G.A.R. I'm the temporary chair for this evening. To my right is Commissioner Studensky, and to his right is Commissioner Simpson. We have Lieutenant Banaki here representing the police department, and our secretary and executive director is Sylvia Cavallo sitting at the end. How we try and run these meetings is I will call the item, read it, ask you, the petitioner, to come forward, sit at the microphone, give us your name and address, explain what you're looking for. Then I will ask for public input, pros and cons. Then I'll close off the public hearing, and then the commissioners will be able to address the petitioner. At the end of that, a motion will be made either up or down, depending on what the commissioners choose. First item on our agenda this evening is review and accept minutes of the regular License Commission meeting of June 16th, 2022.
Move to...
Motion has been made to approve by Commissioner Studensky. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Simpson. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous. Approval of the following police officers as licensed agents for the month of July 2022. Is it for July, Sylvia? For August?
Oh, sorry, June. No, June. Oh, no, it's for July.
July,
Yeah, no,
okay.
it's for July.
For the month of July 2022, Lieutenants Paul Banaka, David Farrell, Sergeants Christopher McDermott and Timothy Stanton, Captain William Halsey, Detectives Erin Cummings, Jackie Congdon, Eric Clark, Santiago Sereno, Thomas Highland, Michael Bunker, Nazir Paul, and James Cronshaw. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion has been properly made and seconded to approve. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Old business. Hearing on a request from Fritz Restaurant Group, LLC, DBA Brock's Grill and Tap. Manager Frank Dennis Brock makes application for an alteration of premises on all alcoholic beverage restaurant license at 1280 Belmont Street, Unit 5, Brockton, Mass. Is the petitioner present?
I don't see them.
Make a motion to move that to the end of the meeting, please.
Okay.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to move to the end of the meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. New business, request for special one-day permits. Number one, hearing on a request from Amanda Offley for a special permit to sell wine and malt beverage for a birthday party at 21 Torrey Street, Brockton, to be held on September 10th, 2022 from 7:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Is the petitioner here? Would you please come up, have a seat, join us?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Just state your name and address for the record, please.
Amanda Offley. It's 311 Carl Avenue, Brockton, Massachusetts, 02302.
Okay. Would you like to tell us what your...
My event, it is my 30th birthday party. It's going to be at Gorgeous Events. It's a new rental space in Brockton. They don't have any amenities, so they don't have a bartender or a bar. So they said I would have to come to the city to get a license. But there won't actually be any selling of alcohol because you have to pay it in advance. So it would just be for one day, for those 4 or 5 hours.
So you're asking for the beer and wine license for those hours. Anyone here in favor? The public hearing is open. Anyone here in favor of the petitioner? Seeing none, I close that. Anyone here in opposition to the petitioner? Seeing none, I close the public hearing. Members? Any questions?
Any questions?
I was just looking at the note that was saying it was requiring certificate of insurance for liability. But I saw the previous from the fire marshal that, you know,
Yeah.
they were okay with everything.
Yeah, that's,
If I can interject, that's only if it's a public,
Okay.
meaning owned by the city. So the insurance, that's not required. So it's a correction on that the insurance is not required. But if you want me, I can
No questions of mine.
extend,
did you hire anybody in particular? to
I
take
do
care of the
have
alcohol
somebody, but they said that I can't hire them until this process was done. But I do have somebody.
bill? Okay, do you know, are they tips approved?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
I can give you that information, huh?
Thank you.
It's,
Lieutenant Packer, could you give your input, please?
So I spoke with Deputy Fire Chief Williams, who couldn't make it here tonight, and you may be aware that the occupancy of the building's 116 people, so that includes employees. You cannot exceed 116 people, but all the requirements of the building permit were met. That's the correct exits, the correct fire alarms, the correct sprinkler systems, and other safety features required by the building code. That was per Deputy Fire Chief Williams. Obviously, a private event, we don't require a detail officer, but the alcohol beverages obviously sold and supervised must be away from minors, and obviously the company bartenders, as Commissioner Sinevsky said, they have to show proof of tips completion. And the alcohol also must be purchased from an authorized wholesale supplier. You can't be bringing it from the local package store. So you'll be subject to inspection during the event if that could happen. And but that would be, other than that, we don't have any objection to the event.
Thank you, Mr. Lieutenant. I have no questions.
Make a motion for approval.
Second?
I have a proper motion and has been properly seconded for approval. All those in favor?
Aye.
thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It's unanimous. Opposed? No. It's unanimous. Just to cover it. Next item is hearing on the request from Annunciation Greek Church for a special permit to sell all alcoholic beverage for a Greek festival at 457 Oak Street, Brockton, to be held on the following dates: September 15th from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., September 16th, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., September 17th from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and September 18th from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Are the petitioners here?
Make a motion to move that to the back of the agenda, please.
Okay.
Second?
Motions have been properly made and seconded to move to the end of our agenda. All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Number 3, hearing on the request from Brockton SDA Church for a special event permit for March Against Gun Violence from 752 Oak Street to DW Field Park on August 13th, 2022, from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Is petitioner here, please come up and give us your name and address, please, and then explain.
Yes, my name is Rodney Jackson Jr. My address is 9 Fairfield Park, Mansfield, Mass. 02048.
Would you give us an overview of your...
Yes, so I am one of the elders at the church. And essentially what our job is, we're not the pastor, but I guess, we're kind of next in line. But one of the things that we were really looking forward to doing was we wanted to have a march against gun violence. It's one of the things that, plagues the community, unfortunately. And so instead of, sitting by idly as a church, we felt like, if we kind of let our voice be heard, because we knew that there were others who felt the same way that we felt, to kind of show our support, that we are standing with the community as well. So, it was something that we were hoping to do. I want to say, it's going to take about an hour, hour and a half, and, the march should, be no more than maybe a half a mile.
I'll open the public portion. Is there anyone here in favor of the petitioner? Anyone here in favor? Seeing none, I close that portion of the hearing. Anyone here in opposition? Anyone in opposition? Seeing no one, I close that portion of the hearing. Board members, questions?
Do you have a number of people that you might be thinking are going to be here for this march?
You know what? I would say the number that we're thinking is probably about 50. And that's, it's actually going to be members from our church as well as members from a sister church as well that would be coming and participating with us as well.
Okay. I think that's all I have.
Okay.
Okay, Lieutenant?
The police department, we recommend the approval without any conditions, but the only thing is that we recommend a consultation, not required, but a consultation with our traffic commissioner, Police Captain Mark Vaccaro, with regards to pedestrian safety.
And I guess will we contact you guys, or would you contact us, in order to get that set up?
If you wanted to just contact the police department and ask to speak with Captain Mark Vaccaro during normal business hours,
Okay.
and then you can discuss issues with regards to the safety of pedestrians.
Okay. And I actually did have a quick question as well. And so we were actually looking at getting a banner made. Is there any, I guess, limitations on the size of that banner, or, is that something that, is really open to us?
That moves into signage. So
Signage.
it's building department.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, are you guys just holding it though?
Yes, it's nothing, that's going to be permanent. Just basically something that,
Just for the
We
front?
can check.
yes.
Yeah.
We can check for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else, Lieutenant?
That's it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I have no questions. Any, a motion, gentlemen?
I make a motion to approve, keeping in mind the stipulations that have been mentioned.
So I have a motion before me. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion is properly second to approve with the stipulations spoken to about contacting the traffic commissioner, and also in conjunction with the office concerning your signage.
Okay. Thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, approved.
Yeah.
Okay. Hearing on the request from DZ Donuts LLC, DBA Dunkin Donuts for transfer of common victual license located at 1280 Belmont Street.
Hello, everybody.
Good evening. Name and address for the record, please.
Yeah, Alex DiPietro, 1280 Belmont Street, Dunkin' Donuts franchisee. Just looking to, we purchased the business July 1st, looking to transfer all of the licensing over to the new corporation, the new owners. And I do have all of our signed forms from wiring, building, Board of Health, and fire.
Do you need those, Sylvia?
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yep.
Perfect.
I will open the public hearing portion. Anyone here in favor of the petitioner? Anyone here in favor? Seeing none, I close that portion. Anyone here in opposition? Anyone in opposition? Seeing no one, I close that portion of the hearing. Commissioners, any questions for the petitioner?
So with the missing items, just hand it over.
Yeah, so I'll have to get those before I give him the license.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were there other things missing too, Sylvia?
Yes, well, these ones are for the inspections, but he had some other things that we need to get from him before the license is given.
Well, what else is needed?
I think you were missing some, like, it was like the ID
Detailed
and
floor
some other
plan.
things. Yeah,
Drawing the scale, photo and plate, plate locations, proof of identification.
Can I don't think I have that list. I apologize.
yeah. It was emailed to you. with
Okay, I
those,
can circle back.
That's, I mean,
So
they
there's
just
a
will
floor,
get that before you get the license.
okay, there's a floor plan necessary?
But it needs to be, that needs to go to the Board of Health because they oversee it.
As part of a transfer? There's no work being done, it's just a transfer of common vic.
Photos and plans for location, yeah, proof of ID. Letter for Jeff. Yeah, we can get those before the license is given to him.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't release it until that.
No, I apologize, I'm just confused. So we need formal layouts of the building?
The inside. They
Yeah, I'm not sure.
changed that, the board wanted to see layouts of the inside of the building.
But that's just for the transfer, if there's no work being done?
Wait,
I'll
The
let
re-
them
The
answer.
request of the license commission is,
Yep.
is we want, it can be, it doesn't have to be an engineer's drawing. It
Oh, okay.
needs to be a drawing showing, for us to have on record.
Sure.
Historically, many people come and say they're going to do X, Y, and Z, and we have nothing to see.
Sure.
And so we want something in front of us so that when you got the petitioners here discussing it, it's a carte blanche rule. It's all, all
Okay.
petitioners are requested to provide us with something so that we can have
Gotcha.
what's actually going on.
Okay.
Okay? Lieutenant, any,
No objections from the police department.
Motion for approval, subject to the stipulations prior notification.
right.
Thank you.
Seconded.
The motion has been made and seconded to approve pending receipt of all required paperwork. All those in favor?
Aye.
Approved.
Thank you very much, everybody, for your time.
Hearing on the request from Brockton Country Club for a change of manager and all alcoholic beverage club license located at 265 Samuel Ave, Brockton, Mass. Petitioner present.
See them.
Make a motion to put that behind the other two that
Yes.
we're waiting for.
Second.
Motion's been made and properly second to add to the end of the list, give the petitioners time to arrive. All those in favor?
Aye.
Hearing on the request from Club National Franco-American to sell all alcoholic beverages in the parking lot at 170 Court Street for an outdoor barbecue to be held on August 20th, 2022, from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And would you state your name and address for the
Peter
record?
Bissett, 21 Bell Drive, Whitman, Mass.
Would you give us an overview of what your plans are for that day?
Basically, we've been doing this for the last 4 or 5 years. We do the same thing. I gave Sylvia a printout of parking lot where we have it in the back of the building where we park vehicles on both sides. There's one on one side and two on the other where, it's very safe. And we have a gentleman that comes in with a barbecue pit on the back of his vehicle and he cooks in the parking lot. But it's basically, there's no glasses. We do the same thing we've done for the last 4 or 5 years. Nothing different.
I'll open the public hearing portion of the meeting on this request. Anyone here in favor? Anyone in here in favor? Seeing none, I close that portion. Anyone here in opposition? Anyone in opposition? Seeing none, I close that portion of the hearing. Council.
Motion to
Commissioners?
approve.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly second to approve. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hearing on the request from the Campello Veteran Firemen's Association to sell all alcoholic beverages in the parking lot at 224 Clinton Street for an annual chicken bake to be held on September 10th, 2022, with the rain date of September 11th, from 12 to 6 p.m. And your name and address for the record, please.
Jimmy Badger, 770 Whitman Street, Hanson.
Give us an overview of what your day is, what you're planning for your day.
That's our annual chicken bake's been going on 100 years, but at this place since it's been there. We set up around tents and everything at noontime. We block off the parking lots with either a plastic fence or cars. No one can get in the parking lot. It gets over between 5 and 6, and we clean up, and that's the whole day. We have chowder and chicken out there.
I'll open the public hearing portion. Anyone here in favor of the petitioner? Anyone here in favor of the petitioner? Seeing none, I close that portion of the hearing. Anyone here in opposition? Anyone in opposition? I see no one. I close that portion of the hearing. Commissioners, questions? Lieutenant, I'm sorry, Lieutenant.
No objections. A safety plan was submitted, and it's mostly private, not public. No detail is required. The police department has no objections.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion has been properly made and seconded to approve. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's it. Thank you very much.
Okay.
We got 3 outstanding ones, huh?
Hearing on the request from George's Northern Lights Incorporated, doing business as George's, to sell all alcoholic beverages and have entertainment in the parking lot at 228 Belmont Street for an outdoor day party.
John, do you have the
Huh? Did I miss something?
fellow Jessica Collins?
Oh, I didn't see Jessica. I apologize. I skipped. We're going back to number 8. Hearing on the request from Jessica Collins for a special permit to sell wine and malt beverages for a birthday party at 21 Torrey Street, Brockton, Mass. To be held on July 24th from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Hello, my name's Jessica Collins, 62 Sherrick Ave, Holbrook, Massachusetts, and it's actually my parents' 30th anniversary party. And we're planning on having about 70 people. We do have a bartender who is tip certified and insured, and I also have the floor plan. We have a bar, and we'll be having a cooler, which will contain the beer and wine, so that it's not accessible to younger children.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Oh, and the facility will provide security as well.
I'll open the public hearing portion. Anyone here in favor of the petitioner? Anyone here in favor? Seeing none, I close that portion. Anyone here in opposition? Anyone here in opposition? Seeing no one, I close that portion of the hearing. Lieutenant?
I'm not sure if you heard, but the occupancy of the building is 116. I know it says 75 on there, but that the 116 includes employees and any workers. And the alcohol has to be purchased from an authorized supplier, which you can see on the ABCC website. It can't be just purchased from any location. And it's a private event, does not require a detail officer. The bartenders must show proof of tip certification, and the building could be subject to inspection. And that would be it. No objections.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Commissioners?
I have no questions.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion has been made to approve and properly seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Now I can,
I don't see George.
now I can, you do or no?
I don't.
You don't? Hearing on the request from George's Northern Lights, doing business as George's, to sell all alcoholic beverages and have entertainment in the parking lot at 228 Belmont Street for an outdoor day party on August 13th, 2022, from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Is the petitioner here? I would, commissioners, I'd asked for a motion to put this to the end of the other ones we're going to hear again, if that's agreeable to you. Did I have that?
Oh, yeah, I make a motion to move this
Okay.
to the end.
Second. Motion properly made and seconded to add this to the end of our rehearing.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So,
Paul is here for the
let's see
church.
for the church. Yeah, I thought I saw her walk. Which one is that?
The top of the
Oh, yeah.
spreadsheet.
Hearing on the request from Annunciation Greek Church for a special permit to sell all alcoholic beverages for a Greek festival at 457 Oak Street to be held on the following dates: September 15th, 2022, from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., September 16th, 2022, from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., September 17th, 2022, from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and September 18th, 2022, from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. And
My apologies for being late. I found out at 6 o'clock they were sending me to this hearing tonight instead of someone else, so I apologize for your time.
would you just, for the record, would just give us your name and name?
Paula Tsitsopoulos, 457 Oak Street, Brockton, Mass. There was an error on the application. They have asked me to extend Friday and Saturday evening, if possible, to the time we had last year, which was 1 o'clock.
From 11 p.m. to
Yes.
1 a.m.?
Yes,
And that's on the 16th and 17th?
yes. And we had 1 a.m. this last year and then in 19. And the person filling out the application was going by previous years. It's just for the stragglers. We don't want to get in trouble if,
Is that doable? Okay. I'll open the public hearing portion of the request. Anyone here in favor? Anyone here in favor? Seeing none, I close that portion of the hearing. Anyone here in opposition? Anyone here in opposition? Seeing none, I close that portion of the hearing. Lieutenant?
Because it's open to the public, and I know we're familiar with this event, there would be the usual one detail officer for traffic and one for the church and grounds. And this would be during our recommendation during all hours of operation, and also time to clear the area and ensure the safety of all patrons subsequent to the event. If that's agreeable, then the
Absolutely.
police department has no objection.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Commissioners?
I have one question for the lieutenant, if possible.
Oh, absolutely.
If we go through Brockton PD and sheriffs, where can we go next? Because sometimes we have a hard time filling the whole entire shift.
Right. Our detail office will then contact other agencies.
Okay.
If that's needed, then we'll try to accommodate everyone and try to get an officer from out of town. So,
Okay, because a few times the chief has pulled people off on the busier hours from traffic to give us a hand, because it does get crazy over there.
I think we can
And-
start with the office first, and then we'll go.
And
from
then
there.
just let the office handle it throughout. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioners?
You have anything? I'd make a motion to approve with the alteration on the ending time on the 16th and 17th of September at 1 a.m.
And with the recommendations of the police department.
That's right, with the recommendation of the police department.
Okay, the motion has been made and properly seconded. Our favorable recommendation as requested with the change in hours to 1 a.m. on the 16th and 17th, and working with the Brockton Police Department for the appropriate details. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much, and again, I apologize that I was late. Hope to see you guys there.
Bye.
Okay. We got Camp Hello, so it's
Fritz,
Fritz.
I don't know if you guys want to just, all we needed was they needed to get us the advertisements. I don't know if you guys want to just vote to accept that.
So,
It's up to you, I don't know.
just so, because if anyone's watching, I want, Brock's, Fritz Management Group were before us in the past, and we approved it, but they didn't send the letters certified, so they had to resend their letters, certified mail.
Right.
Because otherwise the ABCC would not. Won't accept it. So this is an item that was before us in the past and was approved at that time.
I remember it.
So we can move it tonight with the stipulation that they have to produce the required information to our office. If that's agreeable to you, I can take that in the form of a motion. Was there anything, Lieutenant, that's come up since then that you need to?
We recommend approval. There's no objection from the police department.
Great, thank you, sir.
So moved. Not. Make a motion to approve with the recommendations.
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to approve with the requirement that the proper paperwork, proof of the mailings be filed with the office before transfer is complete. All those in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous.
Right.
And the Brockton Country Club. Hearing on the request from Brockton Country Club for change of manager on all alcoholic beverage license located at 265 Samuel Ave, Brockton, Mass. Seeing nobody here from their organization, I would entertain a motion to postpone to the next regularly scheduled License Commission meeting.
Motion to postpone until the next meeting.
Second.
Motion is made and properly second to postpone item 5, hearing on the request from Brockton Country Club to the next regularly scheduled License Commission meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. And hearing on the request from George's Northern Lights doing business George's to sell all alcoholic beverages and have entertainment in the parking lot at 228 Belmont Street for the outdoor day party on August 13th, 2022, from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. August 13th.
We won't have a meeting before then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just talked to him too the other day, told him that we put it on there, and that we put him at the end. But, damn. And it's before the next meeting.
It's before the next meeting. So I think we should hold the hearing and get everything on record. Recommendations from police, fire, and anything that the commissioners want to add. I think we should take a vote, because otherwise we're going to have a special hearing within the next 2 weeks, and that we're not sure what people are going to be available for that, so. All right. Hearing on the request from George's Northern Lights Incorporated, doing business as George's to sell all alcoholic beverages and have entertainment in the parking lot at 228 Belmont Street for an outdoor day party on August 13th, 2022, from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. The petitioner is not present. I will call the public hearing portion. Oh, wait a minute.
Somebody approaching right now.
Is this?
Yep. Oh, you
you-
almost
perfect-
lost out.
Perfect timing.
No, come
Perfect
on.
timing. I just called your agenda item for the third time.
Okay.
We were gonna move on it because of the time frame.
Yes.
So for the record, catch your breath. And for the records, you state your name and your address.
Hamilton Rodriguez, 95 Rockland Street, Canton, Mass. Sorry I'm late. I was driving down from North Conway, New Hampshire.
Ooh.
And I just got here, so like about half an hour ago. I was zipping it down here to get to this meeting, so sorry.
You want to tell us
yes.
what it is you want to do?
So did you guys have a chance to look over the?
No, we were waiting for you to get here before we did anything. We actually moved the hearing on you twice tonight so that
Yes.
we could try and get your petition in.
Yes, so it's a private assembly event. It's going to be private invitations on my private lot. I'm having a summer get-together, inviting private vendors, and so on and so forth. People are going to sell, clothing or whatever, food or what have you. And we're going to have alcohol sales, of course, on our private lot. And we're going to have some bands playing on the stage. I sent the plot plan in which the layout, the proposed layout, but I'm going to change where the stage is going to be, away from Brook Street. So the back is going to be towards Brook Street on the plot plan, but the right of the stage is going to be against the restaurant wall in the back parking lot. Okay, and then in front of the stage is going to be where the concession stand is, where we're going to sell the alcohol, right by the staircase going to the back. Okay, and that's what it's going to look like. And then along the other side, we're going to have the vendors, because we're not interested in selling food that night. So we're just going to give local businesses opportunity to rent space and sell their food and so on and so forth. Jewelry, whatever artifacts individuals may have. Because the purpose of that day is basically to get the community involved. Even though it's a private event, we're going to sell tickets in advance. And on the day of the event, we're not letting the public in for safety measures. If you don't get your ticket the day before the event, so to speak, you're not getting in, type of thing. We're going to have police detail there. If all goes well today, I'm going to call the police department in the morning to schedule for the 13th. I already have my security staff that I use on a weekly basis. I have about 7 security guards every week, so I'm going to use them. A couple of crowd control individuals, and then as many police detail we can get. And also, we already have Jersey barriers to protect people on the Brook Street side. There's plenty of Jersey barriers there, so cars can't just zip through and run into the crowd. They're already there. And then the other side, we're gonna have that barricaded as well. And there's gonna be one entrance in and one entrance out on the other side. So just for crowd control purposes. So, and it's from 3 to 8. After 8 o'clock, we're shutting it down. Well, before 8 o'clock, we're shutting it down. And then, you know, go back to our regular business. The restaurant itself is gonna be closed that day from 3 to 8. We're not gonna allow people to come inside because we just can't handle the magnitude of the crowd that we're gonna get. And basically, that's the gist of it. And everything else is spelled out in the proposal that I wrote in. So that's what we're looking to do. Oh, we're gonna have some tents as well for the concession stands and the vendors. Possible grills. I already spoke to the fire department chief, and he said that's fine, Williams. And he said that's fine to have a couple of grills, but he recommended I rent a large one, which I'm considering. And that's if we do that, we're just gonna do, you know, pork kebabs and stuff like that, chicken, and we're not gonna have a full menu that day, so.
You have, is the one that I passed on? The one that
And I own the whole block there, so just FYI. So it's my private property, so.
Good. Do you have, did you find yours?
Yes.
The one that I passed down? The one that I passed down to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to look at it while we're discussing. All right, thank you. I'll open the public portion of the hearing. At this time, anyone here in favor? Anyone here in favor? Seeing none, I close that portion. Anyone here in opposition? Anyone here in opposition? Seeing no one, I close that portion of the hearing. Lieutenant, police?
On the police end, at least 2 detail officers are required because it's an open public event, and additional officers may be requested by the detail officers if needed. Also, there wasn't a specific safety plan submitted like the Club National did before you and like the Enterprise Club did. So there should be a visual, actually, safety plan which actually dictates drawn out where the actual barricades are going to be. So that needs to be submitted to the License Commission. I spoke myself with Deputy Fire Chief Williams, and he was going to be working with the gentleman here as opposed with regards to issues, parking as well as safety. So I think if this event is approved by the License Commission, there should be the conditions that Deputy Fire Chief Williams will sign off on it before it actually comes to fruition on that day. And also, we have a noise ordinance in the city of Brockton, and we can measure the noise from the event. So that could also be, you could be subject to issues with the noise ordinance. So that needs to be, that should be addressed.
The decibels.
With the decibels, correct. There is an ordinance on the books.
Yeah.
And we can measure that, so there could be penalties with regards to that. And so basically, Commissioners, Deputy Fire Chief Williams is going to work closely, and that safety plan should be detailed and submitted to the commission. And Deputy Fire Chief Williams should sign off on it before it actually begins.
All right. Now, what's the decibel limit?
It's in the, you can actually, on the website in the city of Brockton, you'll be able to see the noise ordinance. You'll be able to see all of it.
Not a problem.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Commissioners?
Any question? Restaurant's going to be closed.
From 3 to 8.
Going to relieve themselves.
Yeah, from 3 to 8, because I need the staff outside.
Where are people going to go to the bathroom?
I'm gonna have a porta potty, a couple of porta potties. I had thought about that.
Okay, no, that's all right. That's the concern. That's a major concern of a group like that. And you'll have how many rubbish barrels out there?
As much as, we have a dumpster in the back, so we'll probably have sections, sections with, on each side with trash barrels, and we'll just keep dumping them in the dumpster as we go. So.
Okay, good, because your neighbors will appreciate things like that. So, thank you.
No problem.
Anything? Okay. The safety issue is really important to me, and I concur with the Lieutenant. Working with Deputy Chief Williams is critical. Making sure that there's safety, and he and I spoke, and he did talk about having a proper emergency exits, getting it set up. properly.
We've already been in communication, Williams and I. So he's actually, I was in New Hampshire this past week. I think Monday or Tuesday he's gonna come down to the site and walk me through what needs to be done and stuff. So
Well,
yeah,
he knows what he's doing, the deputy chief. That was the safety is my major concern, and obviously the noise. But it sounds, depending on who your DJ is,
but we're gonna have an MC and some live bands. We're not gonna do the DJ thing. It defeats the purpose of what we're doing. It's I can always have a DJ inside, whatever. So it's more of like a cultural environment. Gonna bring some old-fashioned DJs. Old-fashioned bands to come play, and just local artists that want to promote themselves. So that's the whole purpose. I mean, the DJ thing is not really pertinent at this time. So.
excellent. Commissioners, motion?
I would move for approval with the stipulations.
Stipulations of safety issues
Yeah.
and the proper police details. Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion has been properly made and seconded to approve under the stipulations of an acceptable safety plan in place and proper coverage by the Brockton Police Department. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? It's passed.
All right, appreciate it. And so the details, I'm gonna call on Monday, tomorrow, and put it in now, because it's hard to get a detail in Brockton.
Yes, you need to get it in right away
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
a very busy season. They're short
Yeah,
staffed.
so I'm gonna do it. Now, question, if they're short-staffed,
They
I've
can
seen,
reach out.
they can reach out to other towns, right?
The Brockton Police Department can reach out.
Other towns and state police, okay. All righty. Have a
Take
good night.
care. Stay well.
All right, I'm not gonna go to sleep right now, so.
I'd wait till you get home.
Drive safe.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Take care.
All right.
We covered everything we missed. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn this evening's meeting at 6:42 PM. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Piece of cake.